guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to show you guys baby Ruby. Here she is. There she is. I feel like she looks just like Leilani when Leilani was a baby. She's so cute. So I'm here to talk a little bit about my labor and delivery story. I know it's been a while. Believe me, I can't believe how fast time goes by, you guys. But you guys know, towards the end of my pregnancy, I was literally like, there's no way. My doctor even, had me work less hours just because my body could barely handle it. I was anemic, I was tired, I just wanted to sleep, so I apologize for not posting as regularly, but hopefully we can get back on track. I have a baby now, so I can't guarantee that it'll be more consistent because obviously I have a little one. But I sure am going to try for you guys. Let's talk a little bit about my labor and delivery story. So this pregnancy obviously was a lot different than my first. If you've missed my labor and delivery story for my first, I'll go ahead and link it down below, because that was intense. I had a planned C-section with this baby. And I was scared, I was paranoid because I had such an unpleasant experience with my first that I was like just scared for a C-section. Not to mention being pregnant during this whole coronavirus thing was the scariest thing ever. And if you're pregnant right now, I know what you're going through because I was literally paranoid. I wouldn't go to Dollar Tree. I wouldn't go anywhere because I was like, I'm not about to risk it. So that also made me lack in videos. And I mean, I have some footage, but I don't know. I'm so like picky nowadays that that's a whole nother story. But anyway, my C-section was planned on April 8th. I had to be at the hospital at 10:30. My C-section was scheduled for 12:30. And as soon as I got there, my nerves just started to kick in because everybody was wearing a mask. I was like, I'm gonna catch the coronavirus. I'm in a hospital with all the people that might have the virus. So I was like paranoid. I was scared. I could only have one person with me, so that was Cisco. My mom unfortunately was not able to be there like she was with Leilani, so that was different. As soon as we got to the hospital, they took my temperature and Cisco's temperature, I guess just to test that we didn't have the virus or whatever. So after that, then we went to the correct floor for delivering a baby. It was so weird, you guys, like just seeing everybody with a mask, the security people, just everybody. We got there, we were like, we have a scheduled C-section for 10:30. We were a little bit early, and I think that was a mistake, but it actually worked out towards the end because my doctor was there early and he wanted to get things done, but I literally, my mind was like playing games with me. So, oh, oh my goodness. I finally got a room, and they have you change into the gown and whatever. They started to put the IV. For whatever reason, they couldn't find my veins. They didn't have a problem with that with Leilani, so I was a little bit surprised. They had to do like an ultrasound for my veins, like to be able to find my veins, and I was like a little bit freaked out about that because I was like, they didn't have to do that with my first. They took out like a ton of blood, which they didn't do with my first either. I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm anemic and they wanted to check how, you know, bad that was. But they did draw a lot of blood. And then all I remember is like my doctor getting there, and then everything moved so quickly, you guys. He's like, let's go, let's go. He was like, you know, telling the nurses to hurry up. So after that, it went by really fast. Obviously, they do like all the paperwork. Oh, she's so cute. She's so small. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys. Trying to make her feel a little comfy. Might have to put her down. I have a little seat for her here so that she can sit with me while I make videos for you guys. Where was I? Yeah, my doctor got there. He was, you know, telling the nurses to hurry up what was taking so long. And then this is when it got like, I don't know, I felt like the spinal that they did hurt so much more than the epidural. I don't know if it's just me or if they're different, but this time it hurt so bad. And it was painful. It was very painful. So then that went into effect. I laid on like a table slash bed type of thing. It was like really like slim. It was a tiny like little table type bed. And then they obviously covered it so I couldn't see anything. My legs started to feel like numb and tingly. And Cisco wasn't there throughout the whole spinal part. And when they like prepare you to like lay on that little table. So everything was going so fast, and I was like, is he going to be able to come back in the room, or am I going to have this baby alone? It was just like such a weird experience, you guys. Nothing like when you deliver vaginally. It was so weird. So then my legs started to feel tingly, but I could still feel like movement, like if they were tugging at my stomach and stuff. And I was like, I'm gonna feel this pain, like because I could feel them tugging at my stomach and stuff. Next thing you know, like the baby's already out, and I was like, this is so weird. So then they put the baby in the little bassinet they have. Obviously Cisco cut the like really long umbilical cord that the doctor had cut, so he wasn't the first to cut it. That's a little bit different than when you have your baby regularly. And I wasn't the first to hold my baby. First it was Cisco, and then I was able to hold the baby. But the whole experience was like totally different, like night and day. And I understand when women that have C-sections want to have like a regular birth, like a regular experience, because it's completely different. And I was so sleepy with all the drugs that they were giving me, you guys. Like, I literally probably could have fallen asleep while they were pulling my baby out of me. I was so sleepy, super sleepy. And I just felt really like just weak and lazy. They took me back to the recovery room, and I felt okay. Like, I felt fine. I was really hungry because I couldn't eat anything. So I hadn't ate anything the day before. At 7 p.m. was the last time I had ate. And it was already like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was starving. I have to say I have a pretty weak stomach where like I probably will throw up, especially if I haven't eaten anything, if I'm starving, I'm hungry, I'm on medication. So for the first like 2 hours, I'd say, maybe an hour or so, I felt fine. Like, I didn't feel nauseous, I didn't feel anything until like, you know, that 2 hours was up. holy cow. And then I started to feel really sick and very nauseous. So I threw up a lot. A lot. I probably filled up like 2 bags of like vomit. I want to say it was the medication. And I also had the craziest like shivers. I was so cold. I couldn't stop shaking. Finally, luckily, they have nausea medication. They gave me nausea medication the first time I threw up and it didn't work. So then they had to give me a different medication, maybe a stronger one, and that one worked. And I was so hungry, I wanted to eat. Because when I don't eat, like, I personally will feel nauseous, even without being pregnant or anything. And I'd say probably the spinal and the crazy nausea and vomiting was the worst part about this C-section. Everything else I can handle, but that was probably the worst. I hate feeling nauseous and throwing up like that. I hate it so much. Luckily with the pregnancy I didn't have any of that, but towards the end, like when I deliver, that's when it all had happened, and it was awful, you guys. It was awful. The bleeding surprisingly wasn't too bad for me, like at all. Where they press on your stomach, that didn't hurt at all. I know some people said that that was so painful, but like it wasn't that bad. Oh, they do put a catheter on, but they did that when I got my spinal, and then they took it out the next day. They did put those like, what are they called, compressing machines on your feet so that so your blood doesn't clot. And we were there Wednesday. That was when I was getting my C-section, and we were gonna get discharged the next day, but for whatever reason they hadn't completed all the testing on the baby, so then they let me leave on Friday. But yeah, I was good to go the next day, you guys. Like, I am not the type of person that likes to be in the hospital, especially during the coronavirus thing. I hope you guys are all doing well. Stay safe, wear your masks, you guys, no matter where you go, because it's crazy out there. And if you're pregnant, I am praying for you, because I was so scared to be pregnant during this time. Like, such a bad time to be pregnant, to be honest. But I survived, and you can too. I didn't have a choice. You know, you have to have this baby. A C-section is pretty intense. I was on my medication, like I was on top of it, you guys, because I was like, I am not about to feel this pain. I mean, even with medication, you could still feel like a burning sensation, like where the incision was. And it was like super sensitive, but I mean, it was manageable, like with the pain medication. Right now I'm on ibuprofen and oxycodone, I think is what it's called, and yeah, that really helps, because it still feels like a burning type of sensation. I don't even know how to explain it. Sometimes it's like a sharp pain, and sometimes it's like a burning, sensitive pain. So yeah, that is my story, you guys. It wasn't that bad. I made it in my head out to be like the worst thing ever. I have to say that it wasn't at all that bad. I think with Leilani it was a lot worse. And it took me so much longer to heal than right now. So I'm really happy that I went with the doctor's recommendation and I did the C-section. And I encourage you, if you know you've had complications with, you know, your prior pregnancy and they're recommending a C-section, to do it. It's not that bad. There's my little bundle of joy. Her name is Ruby Melanie. and she was worth every bit of pain and vomiting and nausea and crazy shivers, the spinal. She was worth it, all of it. I would do it all over again for her. Oh, what's wrong? I fed you before we came up here. Don't say you're hungry. She eats so much, you guys. She weighed 6 pounds, 10 ounces, 19.25 in length, and she's adorable. She really is. I hope you can see her okay. I'm trying to show you her because I want you to see her, and I want to have this as like a memory because I have a video like this with Melanie. She's my everything. She's so cute. I took her to her pediatrician and she is already 7 pounds, and I'm gonna go take her again just to make sure that she's gaining weight. And oh, believe me, I know she's gaining weight because she looks a lot bigger. She does. But here's her little outfit. She's got a little sweater on with bows, her little polka dot pants, and her white socks, her little headband. She's so precious. It's like having a little doll. But yeah, you guys, that is basically it. If you have more questions, or if I forgot to mention something, ask it in the comments and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all staying safe with everything that's happening out there. So many people losing their jobs, and I'm so blessed to be able to, like, what is the word? I mean, I guess you can call my job an essential, but you know, blessed to be on maternity leave, blessed to have a job still. Yeah, just count your blessings, especially in these times. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, if you have any other questions, please let me know in the comments and I will try to answer as soon as I can. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!